What's up, guys? Nick here, and welcome back to another episode of Throwback Thursday. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time. Now, I remember playing this game in the arcade, and it was pretty popular among like arcades that I went to. Almost every arcade kind of had this game. And I remember playing it, not really getting far into it, just put like 1 credit or 2 credits in. So yeah, I'm gonna go with, let's go with Leonardo, why not? I also remember playing the Simpsons game that's kind of similar to this, but I don't think there's a actual physical game copy because this is the SNES version, but I don't think there's like a Simpsons game that's for the SNES or for any other console, that is. Alright, so my controls are a bit mixed up because I'm playing this on the Wii homebrew channel, and for me right now, the B button is to attack, and then the I think it's, yeah, okay, so then the 1 button is to jump. But yeah, I remember this part right here. I remember the background and the whole stage and how it looked. I remember fighting the boss. I don't think I ever beaten him. Actually, I think I did, but then I lost all my lives in the later level. So yeah, but then I also remember playing the Simpsons arcade game, and I never really got far into it except for like one day where I actually got pretty far into it. I spent like a couple dollars on it. I don't think I ever beaten it, but I think I got close maybe. And that's kind of the thing with arcade games, like you never know if you're like about to beat the game or not. I mean, I guess that is with every game, unless you like look it up online. But I mean, you got like Super Mario Bros, which is like shows you the worlds that are there. So you got like World 1, World 2, and then goes up to World 8. So unless you don't know that, then I mean, some games are kind of hard to tell when the end is, especially games that don't really have a story, like kind of this game, I guess. I remember the Simpsons game had a story to it. It was like, I think there was like a jewel that that like fell from the sky and went into the little baby's, I forget, the Maggie, I think, went into Maggie's like mouth as like a binky, and then some person stole it and you have to go get it. But like there's no, I guess, progression, you could say. And that's kind of how arcade games were. But yeah, I remember playing this game. I remember playing some dinosaur game, which was really cool. It was kind of like Pokemon, but like, or like Fossil Fighters, but instead like you had like these cards that came with the game, which was really cool. So like every time you played it, you actually got a card from it that you could use as a dinosaur, and you know, it was kind of like Pokemon cards and like collecting them. And like some of the good cards are like really rare, and there's only like probably 1 for each machine or something like that. So I actually have, I think I still have like one of my like rare cards that I had. It's like all shiny and stuff. I think it's like the 3rd best card in the game. So yeah, I think it, like, yeah, the arcade that I used to go to, I think got rid of it. I remember getting rid of it, and I was kind of upset about that. But instead, like, it replaced it with some fish game that, like, you eat the small fish and then get bigger and start eating the bigger fish. It's like its own genre. I remember playing those games. They were pretty fun, but it wasn't as good as the dinosaur game that I played. I don't know the exact name of it, but like I said, it was pretty fun and unique. I don't think there was much strategy involved to it. I think it was just whoever had the... Actually, I think there was. Like, you had to, like, either rapidly press the button or, like... I think it was kind of like Fossil Fighters, which is an underrated DS game, which I had as a kid, and it was pretty fun. I've actually been playing Fossil Fighter Champions, which is apparently better, and I'm playing on my DS emulator, and it does give back some memories, but sadly I don't have a DS emulator for my Wii so that I can record it from. Like, I don't really have my own computer to like record from. Just play games on it. Alright, so we're on to stage 2 here. And I don't really know what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, what the bosses are based from. I guess they're based from the cartoon or from the comics. I remember watching the Nickelodeon one. I watched like the first 2 seasons. And they were pretty good. I was never really a fan of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I liked them and stuff, but like I never like watched their like cartoon or the movies or the comics. All I remember is this game, playing in an arcade, and I remember playing the TMNT, which is the one that was based off of the movie TMNT, which I played in a previous Throwback Thursday. Which, if you guys want to check out, just check out my playlist. It's like, it's probably pretty far down though. Alright, these guys are pretty annoying. There we go. But yeah, it's your classic beat 'em up. It's kind of similar to what's the other game that I played? Teen Titans. And I mean, that's a good game too. I really like Teen Titans, and I played that as a kid. Which is just a beat 'em up where you just mainly beat enemies up. There were some unique bosses though. I remember that in Teen Titans. I remember playing it on the PS2 with my cousins, and I did Throwback Thursday of that too. Alright, so it looks like Michelangelo doesn't have that much range, I think, as Leonardo with his swords. Because they might have their own advantages, because I know there was like an NES Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I think is the first one, because this is the 4th one, as you saw with the title screen. So I guess the first one was on the NES, and yeah, it's one of the hardest games apparently, especially the water level. I've never really played it myself, but I heard it's pretty hard, especially if you play as Raphael. So yeah. Probably if I play as Raphael here, it'd probably be the same thing. Because he has 2 sides and really has no range to them. And of course I die right where the pizza is. Probably should have kept it there until I was done with these guys. Because I'm definitely going to take damage from these guys, as you can see. But yeah, I forget what else I played in the arcade. I think those were like this game and the dinosaur game were mainly the only ones that I played. I mean, I played skee ball here and there. I played some shooting games, and played some like basketball games. But other than that, I don't really remember much else. I think there was like a Jurassic Park game where you just shot dinosaurs. But Yeah, I mean, I didn't really go to arcade that much, I guess. Alright, what's this bomb? Does it just kill everyone? Oh, okay. That works. Alright, so beating up more guys. I guess this is the end right here, because we're at a dead end. Yep, alright, so we're fighting M Head, which I'm guessing is Michelangelo Head. Seems pretty easy. Oh, never mind. He's got a gun. I think I remember seeing this guy. I think Donatello made him. Cause I think he's in the recent cartoons too, in the Nickelodeon ones. But I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I also watched the new movies, which apparently are bad, but like, yeah, the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. I think there was 2 of them. Yeah, I watched both of them. I mean, I thought they weren't that bad, but people say that the turtles looked weird and stuff. Alright, looks like we have a surfing level. I think I actually remember this. Maybe this is where I stopped putting quarters in the machine. So I think I do remember this. It looks like enemies are not a problem. Oh, never mind. Wait, did we even take damage there? No, we didn't. He jumped over me. I can just literally just spam the B button. Oh man, I missed that question mark. And I missed that one too. Okay, so we got spike balls here. Still missing those. Oh, okay. I guess I'm supposed to jump here. Keep saying my toe, my toe. Alright, now it looks like we have aliens from the Alien movies. Which, by the way, I've actually been playing Alien Infestation from the DS. It's a pretty good Castle or Metroidvania game. Okay, I guess it was just a bonus round. Okay. So that's why it was so easy. Or maybe not, because we have a boss here. First the sewers, now then the world. Alright, well, definitely taking me out. Yep. I really hate that. Like, when you start off the level with 0 lives, there's a very low chance that you're gonna win. That goes with like Castlevania, this game, and a couple other games that have like limited lives that are like very few, and that go like level by level. And that if you die, you have to start the level over again. But if you die and still have more lives left over, you go to like the checkpoint. It's like, it's so annoying. Like, you have 0 lives, so there's like a very little chance that you will actually like survive the entire level. Because that means you have to do it perfectly. I also hate the games that like have limited continues. Like, that's also pretty annoying. Cause like I've been playing Castlevania Bloodlines, and like I kind of gave up on that game because it had limited continues. I still got hit. I'm just gonna stay here. I think I'm pretty safe. Yep. Yeah, this reminds me of the tough third level in Battletoads. Forget what it was called, but apparently it's like the hardest difficulty curve in video game history. Not to mention the hardest level in video game history, or one of the hardest levels. Watch me like not get hit at all. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, watch me not get hit at all, and like that last time I just had bad luck. But I'm doing pretty good. Really, I still get hit. I don't get any invincibility frames when I come back in. And there he goes. I wonder if there's any save things in this, like, does it save automatically, or is it like a password system? Or is it like the arcade version where if you give up, you just have to start over? Like, I kind of wonder. Because I really do hate the games that, like, you have to start over if you either stop the game or you run out of continues. It's just really annoying. It's like, what's the point of playing the first part of the game if you have to do it over again? And it's almost impossible to like get any further because you have limited continues, like in Castlevania Bloodlines. Like, I don't really get how people are able to play that game because of the limited continues. Like, I can't even get past stage 2 in that game because of the limited continues and stuff. Alright, seriously? These little dog guys are just gnawing on my hands so that I can't attack. And they do damage too? That's ridiculous. Alright, let's go with Donatello this time. I think this might be the last level, because like you're in some like mechanical place and there was like a epic scene before it. So maybe it is, maybe it's like a short game. But I kinda doubt that. Alright, yeah, I think Donatello's the best already. It's got a long range. I think the same goes with the one on the NES. Because of his long range of his bow staff, he's just the best character in the game. Because I think everyone does the same amount of damage, it's just some have more range than others. Wait, seriously? I died already? So yeah, unless like Raph, as I see in like the top right corner, unless he like throws his size, it's probably the worst character, just like in the NES version. Alright, so this is pretty hard actually. So I think it actually has to be like the last level probably. Maybe there's like an option also, maybe that I missed, that you can change the number of players. Because I noticed that in some games, like, you can actually change the number of lives you have, like in Contra or in Castlevania Bloodlines, where you can actually like go, you have to like physically go into the options and then select how many players for the to get more lives basically when you start off. which I think is pretty stupid. Like, I mean, obviously you want the maximum amount of lives that you can get, so why is that an option? I have to go to the options menu to get more lives. I guess to make it more easier or harder. But like, there's an easy mode and hard mode for a reason in most games. Oh, we have to fight both these? This will probably be a lot easier with 2 players. Because I don't think you share your HP either, so that's good. Alright, so we have to fight both of these guys. They look like they're fire and ice, so I think I have to make the ice guy fight the fire guy, maybe? Maybe not, because I already did damage to Toka. And also to Zar. I like the animations. Alright, please don't die to these guys. Come on, Donatello. Got 0 lives left. Oh, come on. We're so close. Alright, I just want to see what Raph does, and then I'll just end the episode. So literally, I'll just end it right when I see his attack. Because I want to see if he's bad or good. Alright, yeah, he's bad. At least it's not like the, I think the one, the NES, is just him spinning his sai, like, right next to him. Or at least he has a little bit of range, but still the worst. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you guys all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Throwback Thursdays right here on Tonic. Bye.